Hello students, good evening. In this video, we'll discuss the core message of the play, The Post Office. So we have seen that was the story. Story is about Amal, a young boy and orphan boy who lives with his uncle, and because of serious illness, he has to sit in a room and he can't go outside, so that he's not familiar with the outer world. So he used to sit in the window and talks every passer by. He tries to talk them, and in this way, he has friendship with three person. First is curd sailor and watchman and young girl Sudha. They are very good friends of Amal. So this way Amal is trying to understand the world. However, these all people, these all are doing that's a mundane like routine. They have to do something, so they lead very normal life, but the Amal thinks that they lead very adventurous life. So Amar is very much curious that what do they do, what's the life, and then so this way. And one day he finds that across the road there is the post office, new post office. So he becomes very excited, elated, and he thinks that King will write a letter to me. So he is actually very excited. So he discusses this matter with Watchman, and Watchman just jovially, Watchman says that yeah, the letter it's on the way. So he becomes very happy. But unfortunately, now he is in deathbed because he is not able to walk, able to sit properly. So he has to be on the bed, and then he thinks that he finds that that's a physician is king's physician is around him, and people are around him. So he is very happy. He does not have any problem. He is still thinking that I will receive a letter from king. And then when doctor says that, physician says that let Amal take proper rest, because now he is let him sleep, right, and open all the window and all. So then he dies, but he dies peacefully, because he does not he had the faith that king is going to come and meet him. So this is the story. Now the core message of the post office is the triumph of human spirit and imagination over physical limitations and death. So he's a winner, right? That her soul is triumph of her his soul. And since the story is told through the eyes of a child, the message is layered with deep symbolism. So we see the world through Amal's eyes, right? So that is actually symbolic. So what the message is? Spiritual liberation, freedom of the soul. Rabindranath Tagore used Amal as a symbol for the human soul, right? The enclosed room represents physical body and the material world that keeps us trapped. We are all trapped by materialistic world, that we need to have this and that, and sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are sad because of different demands and everything. So Amal's illness is not just a medical condition, it represents the constraints of life, that we have number of constraints in our life. His eventual death is not portrayed as a tragedy, but as a release. He is released from everything. So the drama suggests that death is simply the king or god calling the soul back to the place of ultimate freedom. so that God has called him. He is free from all types of problems. Then second message is the power of childlike faith. The adults in the play are often tied down by rules, logic and fear. Amal, however, lives through his imagination, because Amal is not involved in this mundane world, so he has his pure imagination, free imagination. The message here is that hope and faith are more powerful than reality. Very nice. Hope and faith. If we have, it is said that someone said that no one has seen Lord Ram, but in the name of Lord Ram, number of things, number of poems, number of like motivation in the name of Sita and then in the name of God or Jesus, no one has seen, but because of their name we get motivation. So similarly, hope and faith are very important elements in our life. So that's a powerful than reality. So even though the post office is just a building to others, for Amal it is a bridge to divine, because he just sees the post office from the distance, but he is very happy. So his unwavering belief that a letter is coming shows that having something to hope for gives life meaning even in the darkness hours. So hope is very important. Whatever the situation, we should not lose hope. Then third message is connection through simplicity. Amal connects with the Kurd sailor, watchman, Tudha, because he sees the beauty of their simple lives. He does not want to involve in hi-fi or different like people. The play teaches us that human connection does not require grand gestures, right? It happens through curiosity, kindness and listening to each other's story. That is enough in life. So these people are very innocent people, real people. So Amal transforms the mundane lives of the workers into something magical just by talking to them. So he thinks that they lead a very beautiful life, but then they are simple people, right? Low profile people, in fact. Means low profile means they lead very simple life, but Amal understand and Amal is so happy with them. And fourth and last message is acceptance of the inevitable. Instead of fighting the end with fear, the play encourages a sense of peaceful acceptance. He accepts the death. When the king's physician arrives at the end, he orders the windows to be opened. This signifies that we should not shut ourselves in or fear the great beyond. See, that's a death is inevitable. So author says that we should not fear with death, right? Because when physician says that open the window, all the windows, so he is so happy and he does not have any kind of fear. So that is why windows are open. By opening the windows, we welcome the light and the journey ahead, whatever it may be. So suppose sometimes situations are different, and whatever the situation, we should accept. So the big picture is that life might confine you and death is inevitable, right? So sometimes we have number of restrictions, so we should not compare with others. Whatever is life, accept it, right? And then death is inevitable, but your imagination and spirit can never be imprisoned. No one can stop you thinking. You can think anything. So the post office is a metaphor for the communication between human heart and infinite universe. So that's a human heart and that is why we are thinking that our body and something, so we are restricted in a very small thinking. But that we should accept it, we each and everything first of all, and we should not think for something more and more, right? We should lead simple life, and finally we should be hopeful. And if we are hopeful, and we are if we accept the things as it is, our life is so simple. So that's a very great messages from this play, Post Office, right? So thank you so much. God bless you.